Greetings and welcome to another episode of Soul Talk, where we talk Star Citizen.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. How was your trip away? How was your vacation?
It's pretty good. I ate well. I think I might have gained weight, but that's fine. that's what happens when you visit your mama.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's good.
I had a spring Christmas. It was 70 degrees on Christmas Day, almost 70 degrees. And now we're gonna have eight inches of snow tomorrow. So
it's coming your way. It left here and it's on its way to you. So have fun with it.
Thank you. How much did you get?
It wasn't bad here. Originally, they said it was going to be 4 to 8 inches, and I think it might have been maybe 3, maybe roughly. But it got cold. Now it's been in the teens, so it's been pretty cold the last couple of days.
We had the teens a few days ago here, so it was rough. But that's what January is for. I don't think I've ever don't remember a Christmas that warm.
Yeah, I mean the fact that it didn't snow. I mean you've had this happen before. Sometimes it snows around Halloween, then winter's just too long. So if it starts now in January, it's not bad. maybe 3 months of this and we'll be out of it. So I'm not going to complain too much.
The secret to a short winter is to sleep a lot.
Yeah, right.
There was a commercial, I think it was Sprite, that said the longer you stay awake, the longer summer lasts. It might have been Sprite or some sort of commercial, but that's where I got that from. But I did watch a lot of movies. I watched Don't Look Up, Black Widow, Shang-Chi. I watched What If, Star Trek Prodigies, and I finished Star Trek Discovery. I'm not caught up with Star Trek Discovery. I finished season 3, and I almost caught up with Doctor Who.
Okay, yeah. You had plenty of stuff to watch. Now, unfortunately, I did a lot of stuff during the holidays. It was not that relaxing. I worked a lot. I took a break, to be honest with you, from a lot of stuff. So to spend time with family and stuff more than anything. I did get a little bit more of The Expanse in, I think, a couple of weeks ago. But that's been about it. I was looking forward to Boba Fett. I did get to watch the premiere for that. I haven't watched part 2 yet. Yeah, that's been it for me as far as entertainment goes. Otherwise, I've been monkeying around in the game a little bit and hanging out with the folks at Test Squadron the past couple of weeks. So it's been about it.
Yeah, I've patched up to 316, but I haven't really gone in and done anything in there yet. But maybe sometime and I'll be back. I've just been binge watching and binge reading a whole lot of stuff, so I haven't been in game.
Cool. You got a break. That's good.
So you ready to bring people in?
No opening. Or yeah.
No, I had something written down, but I'm not feeling it at the moment. So I'll try something next week.
Don't worry, my feelings are not hurt, so that's fine. So yeah, we can start bringing some folks in. Alrighty, we've got Admiral Kusanagi, Fist to Face, Jade, Lucky, 13, and Pops in Space. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back.
Hey.
Welcome. Happy New Year.
Happy
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
How's everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Yeah. So this time we don't have a sneak peek, but we have a few pictures, but I'm going to start with the Legatus package update. So I'm going to put that on the screen real quick. So there's a new Legatus 2951 package. I don't have it. I'm not saying it in Discord, but it's on the Twitch channel. But yeah, it's up to 40K now.
All I gotta say is you should have bought it like Bitcoin way back in the day.
Well, that brings up something, isn't it? If you bought the Legatus package in say 2016, you don't get the new ships, right?
No, you got to get it every time.
Right, so you'd have to go
every time.
Okay.
It's way above my pay grade, so I just remember when it was 27.5 was when I remember it.
I remember 25K.
Was it 20? Well, 25. Yeah, that's where it was at 25 when it first came out. Yeah.
Question though.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If you bought the original Legatus, could you not not really like CCU, but just move up to the next Legatus and pay the difference.
Yeah, you can melt it and then get customer support to give you the new one if you have the money in your account. Yeah, so I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just a change with concierge service, and then you can bump up to the new one. I'm just disappointed that they went with 40K instead of 42K. And 42K would have made more sense.
It's getting there. Don't worry. It'll get there.
So who here had the Legatus package?
Yeah, me.
Don't look at me.
Well, you guys remember there was a lot of controversy when Legatus first came out. I don't know if Pops and Fist, I don't know if you guys were around back then. I know Jade was. Lucky, were you around back when they first put out Legatus?
Yeah, I was on there when Reddit blew up and caught on fire.
I mean, I think it's Reddit is still on fire because of that.
Right.
And people think the Ion controversy is big. If they didn't see that, they didn't see anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, they really lost it when that package came out, and I'm trying to remember. Maybe Lucky or Jade, you guys can refresh my memory. When they put it out, was it accessible for everybody to see, or did it remain just when you had to get a certain at the beginning, right? Yeah, and that's when people flipped out. Yeah, that's when everybody flipped out.
They switched it to was it level 1 concierge, and then you could see it, and then they took it off
again. Then they put it up to 10.
Yeah. I can only see up to 15K now. I don't see anything about 15K.
I don't want to see 15K.
No, I mean I'm not at 15K. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I don't even want to see it. I don't want to look at it.
Yeah.
No, the only thing I remember is seeing videos on YouTube about, scam and the expense of it. And I sold one. You gotta be kidding me. Hell no.
Yeah, there was a lot of stink. Well, of course, there were a lot of people who took from the industry. There were people who, what do you mean 40,000? Blah 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 blah. Now, ironically, and I'll use this as a lead-in for our show on Sunday. There's a new game coming out called Space Atlas that has ships as high as $100,000 for one ship. So so nobody's barking about that right now, though, are they?
I want to touch on that a little bit while you're on the topic of it. I think it's got a lot to do with the whole crypto scene, because there's a lot of people going on about these crypto lands and such too, Earth 2 and all that crap. I mean, I don't want to say crap. Exceptionally well did to place games that are theoretically coming out at some point, similar to the way Star Citizen is. And people's getting mad for 10 years. I mean, a lot of games you don't even know about until it's like a year out. And there's a lot of games that have been in development for 10 plus years. So it's just one of those things. We just got to see it up front.
Yeah, I think the reason people don't get upset about that with Star Atlas is because the whole, like you said, the whole crypto thing, people see that as an investment, like a real. There's people always talk about, I bought this ship as an investment, but in Star Citizen, you really don't own that ship. CIG does. They give you access to it, but with something like Star Atlas, they're buying an NFT that could theoretically go up in value. So there's a lot of speculators and things like that. So that's probably the biggest difference.
Oh, this if you go to the website, they actually have a, you go into the crypto key thing that they actually use, and it shows you like the value of your investment. So if you say you bought it at $1,000, it'll show you if it lost money or gained money. And usually, of course, right now it's all, I gained 40%. So, I'm doing good. I should maybe go buy some more.
Well, it's speculative. And like Jade said, by the way, CC Creator, thank you for the resub. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. The word speculative is what's important. And just like Star Citizen was speculative when it first got started for a lot of people, because there was a lot of, it could happen, it may not happen, And so let's say you can say that about any game. There's always a certain level of risk involved. Whether it's dealing with the crypto dynamics or whether it's just the development of a game, but people have to do their homework, and obviously a certain amount of confidence behind something can help support it. Just like there was a lot of confidence behind this, there can be a lot of confidence behind not just Star Atlas, but other games that are coming out. But we're also going to talk about those failures, and we're going to talk about that on Sunday. So hopefully you guys will tune in on Sunday, because it'll be a really, really good conversation.
I'm gonna put this here right now. I think Star Atlas will take over the worst business model award after it comes out. Maybe, or it'll be tied. So who knows?
Well, I'm pretty sure you can go to almost any stock trade market and you can type in Atlas. And I'm pretty sure that I don't know how many Atlases there are. I did see somebody on YouTube typing it in and they were showing off that there's actually a stock for Atlas. So, I mean, you can buy the stock. And I think that's what actually increases the pricing of the ships. Like everybody buys into this stock and
It's
it just
not a
slowly.
stock, it's a token.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty much all the same to me. Just looking at it, you buy into it, either goes up or down. So I mean, obviously, the more goes in, all that fun stuff. But anyway, yeah, I think it's got more avenues of making money other than the gray market that we have. But other than that,
The funny thing is, if
I'm sorry.
CIG adopted that model, they would totally kill the gray market.
Oh yeah, it'd go away.
Yeah,
Fist, thank you for the
advantages and disadvantages. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, Fist, thank you for the sub as well. That's all.
Oh,
thank you, Fist.
All right.
Okay.
So next up, we have the next token, a buyback token. Let me put that up real quick.
I got it.
Well, that's the old one. I'll put the new one up in a moment. But it's supposed to be. It was originally going to be on January 4th, but they have since changed the date to January 10th.
Yeah,
So that'll be Monday. When it'll come up.
Do you guys, any of you guys planning on using your tokens? Or are you all tokened out from from November? Are you still thinking about buying something out of your buybacks?
No,
I have token.
I have committed to saying I'm not giving it any more money.
You pooped out. Okay, fair enough.
Yep, that's
the whole
it.
game.
Yep,
Yeah, he's done. He says he's done for now.
Right now.
For now.
I think you need a couch. We could talk about it. You can lie down and talk about problems. And
I can tell you the answer again. Not now.
For me, I bought a whole bunch of CCU Wolverine CCU from the not Invictus, the anniversary sale. So I have before I melt my old stuff, I want to have my buyback tokens in place so I can use them immediately to upgrade to my new CCU. Like I bought a Endeavor one. It's going to save me $50 when I apply it and bump it back up to Endeavor. So it's like my next 3 CCUs are all EU basically because I'm going to get my Phoenix back. I'm going to get my whole B back. And I'm going to get my whole A that's going to become my Endeavor back. So,
yeah, there are a lot of folks who may have done some upgrading during the convention or the anniversary sale that might take advantage of using their token. But a lot of people, they're pretty much done. I know that there was a lot of comments, and there's been comments on the forums about people asking about the concierge aspects of this because if you're not concierge. Last year, CIG put out a letter saying that they were going to be doing some modifications, and one of the things was going to be to the token system for people who were concierge. And they never really specified what the detail of that would be, whether you'd get 2 tokens instead of 1, or whether your tokens would be able to carry over. And so there have been a lot of people who have been commenting on that thread saying, hey, what's going on with it? You guys told us there was going to be some changes, but we haven't seen them yet from CIG. So CIG, I think folks want to know what the deal is going to be for that.
Yeah, did our concierge lady, I guess it was a lady, last I checked, did she quit or move to another company? Or I remember that they had that little thing come out and all the questionnaires and what we'd all like to have and just poof, gone.
Yeah, they implemented a few things like the merchandise stuff and whatnot, but they didn't get to the token thing. So, and it's been a little while. So I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, for the concierge thing, it's a token thing. You get 2 instead of 1. And you no longer have to have a package in your account anymore.
Is that of this patch?
I'm not sure when it'll be a fact. Like I'm not even sure we're supposed to get 2 instead of 1 this time. I'm hoping we'll get 2 this time, but I haven't seen anything from official capacity for that effect.
Right.
CC Creator asked, do tokens stack? I know Jade already answered, but no, they do not stack. So if you haven't used them before the 10th, it'll just overwrite. So you should probably use it before the 10th
Or just
before you
wait
get a new one.
if you don't want to buy anything. If you don't want
If
to
you
buy
don't want
anything,
to buy
just,
anything, that's cool too. Yeah,
just let it roll over. Yeah, that's it.
Mhm. All
Cool.
right, so next up we have is January 2022. It's weird seeing that number. Subscriber promotion. So, it should be on the screen now. So here we go. So have you? Are there any subscribers in the room right now?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
subscribed this month for that.
For the paint,
Yeah.
which one is your favorite?
I got the Had Night one because in that image, or the one when you scroll down where it says Had Night, it actually looked pink, but when I actually spawned the ship, it was more like almost a deep burgundy rosewood. So I don't know, but yeah, I wanted a pink reclaimer, so yeah.
All
I like
right,
the
so
plum
yeah,
one.
let's go in order. We have the Dolomite mining paint pack, and that'll be sort of green. I had that on the screen at the moment. So that comes with the reclaimer, the rock, and the rock DS, the mole, and the prospector. And below that we have the fluorite. I don't know what it could do. I guess these are minerals mining paint pack.
Yeah, they're like the hand mineable minerals.
Okay. And this is for the Imperator one. The first one was for the Centurion. So this is more purplish. And if you like the color, it's cool. I mean, Prince would have wanted this color, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
if
then
you wanted to
finally-
mine or do salvage, yeah.
And finally, below that, we have the Hadanite that you have to buy. You can't from the pledge store. You can't. Those aren't given to you freely. And below that, we have all the ships. Like I say, and that's a pretty good screenshot. So anyone in Twitch chat, a subscriber? Let me know in Twitch chat. But is anyone going to subscribe to get these paint jobs?
I think I may.
Really?
Just at least this month. I want the plum prospector. Yeah.
Can I ask a question? I want to ask a question of chat while you're talking, Admiral. I'm really curious to see how many people in chat like this, since it's a different spin where they did multiple ships, where before they were just doing like a skin for one ship. Do you guys like what they did this time around, or are you not impressed? Put a one in if you're impressed, if you like it, a 2 if you're like blah. I'm just kind of curious to see what people think. Go ahead, Admiral.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I kind of there's only 2 paint options right now for the prospector, aside from like the stock. Is the polar paint that they've had, and then the crazy blue and black one, which doesn't make any sense anywhere. Like, I don't know why anyone would use that. It's just kind of like, might as well just put a big strobe light on your ship. Yeah, just have like a different color that makes maybe a little bit more sense in the asteroid belt, I guess. Although I guess it does look like a big quantanium rock if you turn the power off. So maybe it doesn't. I'll have like a Argo mole pull up and try to mine my prospector.
I like this better than what they were doing before, because the big complaint before was you're offering for subscribers just one paint for a ship that most people don't have. Well, now they're doing groups of vehicles, so there's a chance that somebody's going to have. You're going to have, maybe a prospector, maybe you're going to have a rock, so at least you get something.
And I'm going to disagree with Olu Wavvex. Like, Jay just eloquently to the point that I was going to make. Like, I prefer this method over just one ship at a time.
I would say this to Olawebex. Everything's a money grab because they have to make money.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
So to your point, it is a money grab. The question is, does it have value to people? I'll be honest with you. I like that they did this. I agree with that. But I also don't like that they're doing something that in game we're supposed to be getting eventually. I wish they would go back to flares and items more than paint schemes. I'd rather them take those paints and put them in Cousin Crows, and we could buy them in game, and that they'd give us objects, because I'm still looking forward to the hanger. What's it called, Jade? The hanger.
Hanger flares?
No,
Yeah, hanger flare.
no. Where we're going to be able to do stuff in our hangers. The hanger.
Oh,
No. There's a term they're using for us when we do our cargo and stuff, that now our hangers will be our hangers.
persistent hangers.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. But I want them to start giving us stuff to start stocking that up again. Cause we have like some of those items from the earlier days. Some of you guys may not even remember that we have like bars and fish tanks and all these other things that we can't use right now. I want them to give us a forklift so that we can start moving our stuff around. I don't know. I want some more tangible items than paint schemes. Paint schemes are cool, but because they're implemented now through Cousin Crows and you can buy paint, I'd rather that they start, maybe every quarter, give us some paints that we could use for that. But that's just me. But I do like the fact that they're giving us some value, because that one ship thing, you said it earlier, Jade, that wasn't cutting it. That really wasn't cutting it.
Yeah, it's like, remember when they used to give us one armor piece?
Oh God, yeah, you get your legs and wait another month for the arms.
That probably the year I subscribed for a whole year that year, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to me, go ahead, Fast Car, go ahead.
Real quick, I just want to say, Griffin, to your point though, we need a hanger to put those flares in. We don't have a hanger at the moment, so people will be barking about that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In the next patch, we're supposed to be getting, I forget what they call it, the hanger. When you can take your inventory and your cargo and start putting it in your hanger. There's a term. Somebody in chat, please help me. No, it is physicalized, but there's a term they call that patch. No, that's not it, right? I'll think of it in a minute. I guess I'm having a brain fart, but there's a term that they're calling that particular thing in the patch, where now you remember when they were talking about like you're going to have an elevator and you can store your stuff in your hangers now and stuff and whatnot. I forget what they call it.
Look,
refactor. Thank you, the cargo refactor. Thank you, Ryan. The cargo refactor. Thank you. There we go. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that.
Yeah, so I was just saying that I know I mentioned this at least once before, like regarding the cost of paints in game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that expensive like the smaller ships, but like you say, like a Starfarer is like $200,000 a UEC for one paint job.
Yeah.
And if you've been playing lately in like the game and you're doing some of these events, you've seen some pretty big ships get exploded really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And if I just would rather spend $10 to like permanently just be able to reapply a paint if my ship got blown up, and say, then have to spend $1 million just because I need to have this one paint job, because it, like I have a polar paint for my M2. So it's like, God forbid my M2, I can't put a polar paint on my M2 in a snowy area. So yeah, I'll pay the $10.
Listen, brother, I take that paint off when I'm going to go somewhere and get blown up.
I was going to say, Admiral, the reason why you're getting blown up is because you got a polar paint job.
My M2 is not getting taken out.
I don't blame you.
It's actually, it's left the hangar, and I've brought it out there, but it has not been blown up. But
yeah. No, by the way, we are going to be able to go in our hangars, folks. That's still coming, and they've talked about this with the cargo refactor. That they even talked about how now when you go to your hangar and you get on your elevator, other people will be able to come there too. But you also have to be careful, because other people could come in your hangar if they're in the elevator with you. So hopefully those flare and things that we've been using in the hangar module will now shift into the game, and we'll be able to actually use them in there. But we don't know yet. They haven't told us that will happen. But the hangars are supposed to be social places where your friends can come and hang out. That is a part of the plan.
Oli Wildback, thank you for the two subs.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate that. Thanks.
We're getting some of our first sub in 2022.
Yeah, you're kicking us off. Yeah, thank you. You guys hitting us good. Pop, Fist, and Olawax, and who was the other one? There was somebody else who gave us a Creator, CC Creator. Thanks for kicking us off in a good way this year.
Next up, we have this is still a subscriber promotion, but you have Vehicle of the Month. The Tumble Nova will be the Vehicle of the Month, so available to all subscribers throughout January. So you get the tread marks and everything like that with the that is the tonk, right?
That's the tonk.
Yeah, that's the tonk. Okay, I don't have it, so. But if I was a subscriber, I would have access to it. Has anyone been driving this around?
Jumptown.
Yeah, they've been using it. People have been using it in Jumptown. The one thing about the tonk, I mean, it's really designed to, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's really at its best when you're able to crew it. You can take it out by yourself, but it's better when you have a crew in it.
How many people you put in it?
3.
3.
Okay.
And it's got anti-air missiles. It's got separate turrets. So it's really nice.
I saw a morphologist do a video where he and his gang, they used the new one, the Spartan, and man, they were using that turret like crazy. They used it during their runs at Jumptown. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think Admiral was with us when we were holding down Jumptown with just a ballista and a tonk. Yes, yeah,
it's good stuff.
Okay.
Griff, we're gonna get you into Jumptown next week.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it off and on. It's just I just happen to with test day, I'll do it. If I see they're in there, I'll jump in for a little bit and just help move cargo around or something. But sure, you guys, we need to start doing some stuff again on Fridays anyway. So if you guys are up for it, we can start doing that.
Yeah.
All right. So after that, we have the subscriber exclusive pledge promotion. Last month, the Vehicle of the Month is now this month exclusive pledge promotion. So if you have the Argon Mall, if you love the Argon Mall, you can get it with additional insurance this month. And I think it's like it's not 6 months, but it's longer than 6 months. That's what I'll say.
I don't know what it is now. They had extended it to 2 years the last time, but I'm not sure what it is.
I wanted to say 2 years, but I wasn't sure. I think everyone who wants a mole has a mole now. So. And you have the subscriber merchandise discount. And you have
those are the best ones. The best ones on the screen right now. Yeah, you got yours? Yeah, great.
No, I just got to get my Soul Citizens mug. Go right in the middle there.
Yeah, I don't have access to. I'm not a subscriber, so I can't really access anything. But yeah, if you're missing any of the previous flares or merchandise and stuff like that, just go to the subscriber store or go to the merchandise store if you're a subscriber, and you can get discount. I think that's cool.
Yep.
And I didn't get anything from the merchandise when I was a subscriber for CitizenCon. But I know some people got mugs. How many mugs did you get, Griffin?
For what?
How many Origin mugs?
I only bought one. I bought it when the 400 came out. I wanted to get was the drink set when CitizenCon came out. That's what I missed out on. But I missed out the concierge version of it because they sold out so doggone quick.
I wouldn't be surprised to come back, but it might be a while. All right. Any further thoughts on the subscriber promotion before we move on? Okie dokie then. Next up, we have the MISC Odyssey reveals, and Griffin got these from the December 2021 jump point. Right now, I have these on the screen. I just copied them into a Google Doc so I can show them on the screen. Hopefully, it's legible. But Griffin, you want to go through this?
Yeah. The reason why we brought this up is because, as you guys know, last year, and Admiral Kusanagi, I have to give credit to him, he had reminded me that the Jump Point had posted some information about the Odyssey, but it was a lot of information. And even though most people were relying on the Q&A, I would really refer you to check out the Jump Point if you can. If you don't have access to it, ask someone who does, or take a look at like what FastCard has on the screen now. But a lot of people, when we walked away from the purchase of the Odyssey, were kind of like, well, we don't know what it does. We don't know what's there. A lot of comparisons to the Carrack. But in Jump Point, they outline a lot of things that we didn't know and wasn't in the Q&A. And so I'm going to read some of these to you guys, and then we can have a discussion in the room, because there are some people here who like the Odyssey. There are people who like the Carrack. There are people who like one over the other. Some people sold, some people melted, and we can give some feedback. So this is what was in the Jump Point. It says this ship will be split across 2 floors with stair access to the 2nd floor toward the front and a lift to the rear. On the 1st floor, there's a medical room. It features a single medical bed, the same as in an 890 Jump. The garage and cargo bay. They can be used to store salvage, spare parts, or cargo. Hold on one second for me. Cargo will be stored around the side of the bay with space in the middle for a ground vehicle. Similar to the Carrack, the forward ramp will be used to allow the vehicle to unload onto the surface, but also where people can enter the ship. Now, this was the thing that we were curious about: cartography and radar room. It allows it to map jump points. Armory with spare suit lockers and weapons racks for specialized equipment to be able to explore any environment. That's all on the 1st floor. On the 2nd floor, there's 6 individual crew quarters that have a single bed and basic comforts: a table, chair, locker, bathroom, similar to that of the crew habs on the 890 and the 600i Touring. There's a communal mess recreation area attached directly to the crew quarters, 6 escape pods, a bridge with a pilot seat and co-pilot seat. Engineering, based at the rear of the ship, spanning both floors, has an engineering station with 2 remote turret stations covering the left and right and lower parts of the ship. And then lastly, it says the hangar is capable of storing a single ship. There is an air shield that can be used to save on additional internal airlocks to the hangar. So those are some of the things that they say that are outlined that will come in the Odyssey. We don't have a lot of stuff there in relation to science and exploration, but it does give us a little bit better picture of that ship. So just want to kind of see what you guys think of that. Does it change your mind? Does it make you more interested, less interested? Whatever you guys want to share.
I'm gonna melt mine. No, I'm kidding.
Did you get one?
I got one, but I melted it to get a cheaper one, but I haven't upgraded it all the way back up to the Odyssey right now. Right now, I stopped at the 600, but I still have the other CCUs in my hangar right now.
So you've got a CCU from a 600 to that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Admiral, what thoughts you got?
I didn't get it just because I have the Carrack, and I like even though the fuel is kind of an iffy thing. It is a military variant. The modularity of the Carrack really hasn't been like put in place yet. And at the time, I was just like, well, there's at least one or 2 people in my org that have this ship already, so we don't need I need to be able to man everything, not just one ship entirely. So
that's a good point. The modularity is something that people forget about on the Carrack. So that's a good point. Fire Medic Slim.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, good to see you, man. You got any thoughts about any of the stuff we shared about the Odyssey, or any thoughts about the Carrack and Odyssey?
My internet literally just came back up, so I missed the last 5 minutes or so.
That's okay. That's all right. Well, I'll skip back to you, and you can read this what's on the screen. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Fist, what about you?
To be honest with you, kind of I really don't care, because I'm like, the Odyssey, I didn't really think about that one. In the Carrack, because we already talked about it. I'm waiting for that brand new one to come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jade?
Yeah, it's about what I expected it to be. It's good. There's clarification on the cartography radar room. And yeah, I'm happy with it.
Okay, cool. Lucky.
So it was a hard pass for me, not just because of the price of it, but it was because the CIG was kind of vague on what it was able to do, and that kind of turned me off immediately. So I was like, well, I would hate to think that I would buy this ship not knowing fully what its potential is, and then be left with a paperweight. So, yeah, I mean, I got more or less the entire series of all the industrial ships. So this is kind of weird for me, because I'm all about the industry. but this one was just it was just a hard pass.
And it's understandable. It's better safe to wait, right? I mean, it's not like it's not going to go on sale again.
Right.
So,
No, right. But
lucky,
it's a $700 paperweight, so that's got to account for something.
Pops. But when we get
go
Pops
ahead,
in,
Pops.
Admiral, then
I'll
we'll get
Pops in.
yeah, good Pops.
Yeah, no, Banu. That's what I'm waiting on. That's what we're waiting on.
Okay.
Well, even
Yeah, I mean, if
Xeon,
exploration,
like
if you're,
Xeon, I'm not sure how you say that name.
yeah, Xi'an. Yeah, I mean, if exploration isn't your thing, that's perfectly makes sense. I mean, it's not like everybody has to get this ship. I think I just wanted to feel like what I shared tonight, did I give a little bit more clarity about the ship? Because as Lucky said, there's a lot of vagueness in the beginning. And I think that the one thing I will say I wish CIG had done, which they had done with the other ships that they released, was that they put the Q&As out right when the ships dropped. And the Q&A for this ship didn't drop till almost a week and a half later, So there was a lot of people who just weren't sure because they thought there was so many comparisons to the character. They didn't know whether it's equal to, different from, upgrade, low grade, whatever it was, But for people who were into the exploration, they were excited about it. They saw a lot of possibilities in it. So I was just kind of curious. Admiral, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I'm not going to say that like a ship like this is not needed. Like my first comment when I was talking about the fuel, the character is going to have a big fuel tank, but like, again, you have to kind of like, okay, now I'm getting close to 50% of my hydrogen. I have to figure out, where I need to go to get fuel again. And this thing can kind of just stay out there in like those larger systems that are like 250 AU in size. And I think there's one that's like 400 AU in size. And, Stanton, Jade can correct me. I think it's like what, 4 AU?
Yeah.
So, I think fuel is going to be a big thing, and time is going to be a big thing. Like there's a chess set on the MSR for a reason, and I think Chris Roberts is kind of going to push that even more. So it'd be nice to maybe see those video games in space stations on some ships, I guess. So we'll see what happens with that.
For me, I'm kind of having second thoughts about the Odyssey, because when the Odyssey came out, they said that you'll be able to refine quadranium, but I was expecting, even though it didn't say so in the document or anything like that, it wasn't until like they come out with the Q&A that we discovered that you can only, anything that you refine on the Odyssey stays on the Odyssey. So when I found that out, that kind of lowered my desire for the ship, shall we say.
Yeah, ship-to-ship refueling
but when I got it, that wasn't clear, because I was like, oh, you can refine fuel, cool. It's sort of like a mini starfare, except that it's only for quadranium. That was my expectation, but oh well.
Yeah, I think a lot of people sort of expected that, but you have to remember
They wished for it.
Yeah, exactly. That was a hope, right? A wish. But CIG never, marketed it that. It was a exploration ship. And I always looked at those harvesting abilities just to support exploration. So I wasn't disappointed at all, because like why would you if you have that, you wouldn't really need like a Starfarer.
No, sure, but I was going to say a Starfarer can refine more than just one thing. I was just expecting Odyssey to just refine that one thing, and you can't take it to other ships. But it can do it, but you can't take it to other ships.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Well, all right. So I think this is gonna be a short, short.
So Jade, are you and I the only ones who own an Odyssey?
I think I'm pretty sure. I mean, it seems that way.
I think so. Okay, we're the only ones who own an Odyssey.
I had the CCU.
Nah.
Yeah,
that didn't count.
CCU as well, but I'm probably gonna hold off and stay at the Carrack, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's cool.
How is it? Like a $100 CCU doesn't count.
That's like saying, but you ain't been to Hawaii. Nah, you got the ticket. You ain't been to Hawaii yet, so.
It's only because I don't want the Carrack in my hangar. I'd rather have the 600 than a Carrack. Are you happy now?
No, I'm not saying that. Wait a minute, you'd rather have a 600 than a Carrack or an Odyssey?
I mean, I'd rather have the Odyssey, obviously, but I mean, right now I have the ship wise. I have the 600 that I can CCU to the Odyssey.
Okay, so you had the 600i, the exploration. You were thinking about upgrading to the Odyssey, is what you're considering. Is that right?
What happened was I originally CCU'd my Aquila to the Odyssey, but then I melted my Odyssey so I can save money on the Woban CCUs.
Okay.
But I only took the upgrade to the 600 because the Odyssey isn't in game yet. The Kirk is in game also, but I don't want the Kirk in my hangar, so I'd rather have the Kirk in my the 600 in my hangar over the Kirk until I decide to put to CCU to the Odyssey. And I'll probably wait until the Odyssey is out or flyable before I do that.
So I'm kind of surprised that you went that route because I would have thought you would have kept your Aquila. I'm surprised you went up from the Aquila to a larger ship.
It's because once I melted the Odyssey, I was going to
because you got an Endeavor.
Yeah, well, yes, I do have the Endeavor, but I was going to immediately go back to the Odyssey again. But then I was talking to GoMap. He's not in right now. When you're saying if you upgrade to the Odyssey, you can have a character in your hangar for a while until the Odyssey becomes flyable. So I decided this way I just have a flyable ship, and I think the loaners for the 600 you have two additional loaners when you keep the 600.
Okay.
That doesn't matter.
Okay, no, I'm just trying to figure out the methods of the madness. That's all. I got you.
Oh yeah, it definitely matters.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So next up we have the machinima because there's no ISC, and so I think ISC comes back in a few weeks. Yeah, a few weeks.
Star Helix has dropped a message to you. Says the 600i rework might be nice enough to keep. Would you keep the 600i if it gets stepped up?
It depends on what they did with it. I mean, my problem with the 600i now is that it's too clean and it's too wide. It's too empty. We talked about this before.
Yeah, but I'm saying if they fix it up, every ship that they've done so far that they've tricked out and reworked has been good. If it's good, would you get rid of it?
It depends on how good it is. I mean,
it's going to be good. It's Origin. It's going to be good. What are you talking about? Depends. It's an Origin ship. Jay, tell him. Come on, Jay, tell him.
Now, and you're gonna love the rework. You're gonna love the rework. I bet money on it. Fast card. When they have that rework, you're gonna love it, and you're gonna have a hard decision to make.
See, I'm looking at the camera now because you want to put it better. I'm gonna be a gentleman and not put money on it because we'll see. How about that?
We'll see.
I was going to bet you a G12, but since you want to wait, we'll wait and see.
A G12.
G12 will fit really nice in that 600i.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. I mean, everybody wants the 400i. Wanted the 400i to like fit like a. People were even saying the G12, and it's just like you're not basing that in reality. So the 600i, you actually might be able to hold two G12s in a 600i.
Well, we'll see. They're doing a serious rework on it. They said they're expanding the ramp area down there and everything. So we'll see what it turns out to be.
Okay. So next up we have the machinima.
Yeah.
Let's talk
about it a little bit. I want to talk about it a little bit before we get started.
Okay.
As you guys know, we've been really a few weeks ago. Fast Cart and Jay were on, and they interviewed some folks from our Cinemakers show and had a really good response to that show. The folks came on, shared a lot of cool information. They hung out with us afterward for a good while, and so they really enjoyed themselves. We want to go back and review a new video that's been done by Zark Media. If you've been following, when Zark was here, he was telling us that he was starting to tell a story with the videos that he was putting out during the month of December. And he put out, like, Jade, how many was like every few days he was dropping one a chapter, right?
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was really good. And so he just recently put out this new one. And if you know the story of what's happened with him, he's moved from Hurston and is now an independent broadcaster. So this video kind of is showing his new beginnings, and we thought it would be great to show at the beginning of the year. And we really want to encourage you to follow him, follow other folks like Star Jump Grim, the folks that came from Elite Expeditionary, and of course the folks with Adrift. Keep up with them because they're doing some really fabulous work. So
I have some breaking news on
sure.
on the overclocked front as well.
Oh, okay.
Ties
Cool.
into Zark. It ties into Oliver. So Oliver and I are going to be characters in Overclocked.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. No, I'm
Oh.
not going to be voicing my
Mhm.
character, and I don't think he's voicing his either.
Mhm. Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna be characters in the new Overclocked.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Everybody got connected. That's really nice. I love that. Okay, FC,
Okay.
whenever you're ready, we can let them have it.
All right, let's hit it. On one.
Hey, we made it to 2952. With everything going on with the Van Duel, increased crime, Hurston going after me, it started to feel like it could actually go either way. We did good though, but it hurts knowing what we left behind. It's a weird thing being on your own. We put everything into this ship, the production, our relationships, and what if it doesn't stick? Then what? I guess this is how you feel when you take a risk. A leap of faith. There's only one way to do this. If this new thing is gonna float, Hubwire Galactic has to be one of the best news outlets around the whole empire. I mean, without a big corporation behind me, it's really the only way. And there's no room for mistakes. And speaking of money, this thing isn't gonna start itself. Oh no. To fund our first few episodes, we have to pull the credits together ourselves. But after a few brands get to see what we're about, hopefully we can sign a few partnerships. But until then, we get by with whatever work crosses our path. Be it bloody, heavy, or maybe even a little sketchy. Production and editing on Hubwire Galactic is coming along smoothly, and you can expect the first episode earlier this month. Oh man, Stanton sure is beautiful from space. This is Oliver, signing off.
Give that man some credit so he can get some stuff going, I guess. That was pretty good. I liked it.
Flint chip choice for the mobile studio.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think he was using the Mako or the Lion, right?
Yeah, right. Very oversized one.
You also had the blue. What is that?
The blue paint job.
Yeah, the blue paint job. Is that the what ship was that?
Are you serious? I'm insulted. Jade, he didn't even get it when you said it. I can't believe it.
No, he didn't. I think you have one of those, Fastcart. You
That
might
tells
even
you
have
how
that
often
paint job
that
if
tells you
you
how,
had it
how
during
badly I
IAE.
want it.
Oh
That
God!
tells you how badly I want it.
Just send the repo man.
600i.
I'm sending the repo man to your hangar real soon.
Yo, you gonna pull a Jarrett now? You gonna repossess my ships? He's done that, by the way. Not to me, but to other people. But yeah, so yeah, I like it. What do other people think? Kusanagi, you there? Nope, he's not there. Okay, Biomedic. What do you think of the machinima?
I'm always a fan of these. They're especially when they're well put together like this. It's neat to watch them. I'm even a fan of like Jags on like the IE deal where we have the videos that come out. You know, so they're always fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
Face to face.
Sorry. No, I enjoyed it. It was very cool. Very good production. To be honest with you, I was kind of taken aback by my head to the music.
Jade?
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to HubNet. I'm glad he broke free from those well, we won't use bad language here, but Hurston Dynamics, and yeah, it's gonna be really interesting. I mean, he's got a lot more freedom to go in different directions as he showed there. So it'll be interesting to see what he gets up to.
Lucky?
Yeah. I mean, I've watched Zark for a while now. He's always got good production, good production. Like Jade was saying, the facial expressions he was doing when he's using the med gun. I mean, it's the little things, the little details that you have to add into those. Myself, Fist, and Pops was working on some stuff along with other people when we had it on our org. And it's strenuous, it's timely, and I mean, you got to really put those little details in it to make those the whole thing come together. So I mean, I like Zark. Yeah, it's good stuff. I like watching these machinimas.
Yeah, production value. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Pops, what are your thoughts?
Oh, everything was great. Production, all of it. The time he spent getting all the shots and the expressions. I love the music.
Mm-hmm. Kusanagi, you back yet? Nope, I guess not.
I'm
No,
there.
there he
I'm
is.
just, I have to search for people in the future, so no comment.
Okay. So Griffin, yeah, the production value was great. The cinematography was great. The way he captured everything is superb. And it's like I would bet this video is 4K. That's how good it looks to me. It probably won't come through on Twitch, but it definitely looks high quality video.
I always wonder how long it takes to make these. I mean, let's be honest, it's hard enough to get a good screenshot, right? Like, this guy's making movies.
And at least it's not getting those 30Ks anymore, right? At least we hope not.
Yeah.
Because I imagine, like, before now, it would have been much harder.
Yeah, as far as how long it takes, I went with him to be part of the Luminalia video, and there's it's just like when you see a movie being filmed. There's shooting and reshooting, and a lot of the time is just setup. Getting there, making sure it's the right time of day for the lighting, all that, and then you throw FOIP on top of that, and it's a lot of work. I mean, I don't think he gets as much credit as he deserves. There's going to be a day in the distant future when this game's released where there will be a lot of different people doing broadcasts like this, but he was the first, and that's definitely at this early stage where things don't always go well and things do break a lot. That he deserves a lot of credit.
Yeah. My piece on this is, and correct me if I'm wrong, I've been following his stuff for a while too. I felt like he really stepped his game up on this particular video. The production is in a different space. I was also amazed when he was on the show with you guys, how he talked about he was one of the few people that had no formal training, where a lot of the other people in the show had. And so, I easily could match up what I'm seeing here with some of the other machinimas that we've seen. But here, I just felt like there's something here that seems like maybe this whole new fresh thing that he's going this new direction has inspired him even more. The camera movements in here were great. You guys mentioned about the music being good, and there was a little bit more storytelling in here that I liked. So I thought this was a great video. It's short, and they're always short, but they're always good.
Yeah.
Well, he had done some longer one. That whole music video one was pretty long, but it was a music video.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that's his style, though. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't do the 15-minute piece. And when I say short, I'm saying it complimentary because it's that's a part of his style too. And it keeps you coming back too, which is really nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put the link or the link is currently in Twitch chat. So yeah, check him out and check out his other videos. They're pretty good. All right. So, any final thoughts about the machinima or machinimas in general?
Nope, we're all good.
All right then. So, up next we have our next show. That'll be on Sunday. So Space 2022. We're talking about different space games that are coming out this year. So that should be fun.
I know you probably can't read all those titles. Let me read the titles because it's kind of hard to read on there. The first one is a game called Boundary, which is a space FPS game that is really interesting. We're going to take a look at that. We're going to look at, we mentioned Star Atlas earlier. Mass Effect 5. Talk about that. We're going to talk about Earth 2, E2. We're going to talk about Starfield, and we're going to talk about Star Wars Eclipse. We're going to look at the trailers for all of these and spend some time talking about them, and hope you guys can join us. And of course, this will be some comparison to what do we think about them in relation to Star Citizen and Squadron 42. So that's it.
Hey, Squadron 42 is coming out in 2022. I'm so excited.
I didn't say that. I did not say that. Oh, by the way, we are also this weekend. Sorry about that. This weekend, we're going to be announcing the winner of our YouTube subscriber giveaway. So we're giving away the RSI Phoenix for those people who commented during the month of December. We did reach our 1,000 subscriber goal. So thank you guys so much for helping out with that. And make sure you're here Sunday because we're going to put out an announcement for who the winner is. And we'll also make a video for it too. So if you're not here, but please come. We'd love to have you guys back for our first show for 2022.
And that would remind me, I want to give a shout out to the GoFundMe for our friend Luciana. She's currently up to 3,500, but they want to reach 5,000. So I'm going to put the link in Twitch chat again for that. So if you can help out, please do. And with that, I want to say thanks to everyone who joined us. We had Admiral Kusanagi, Fire Medic Slim, Face to Face, Jade, Lucky 13, Possum Face, and also Griffin Gaming. I want to say welcome back to everyone and Happy New Year. I hope everyone had a pleasant holidays. And
Yeah.
I think we're going to raid Spartan 2142.
Yep, Spartan is a new streamer. He's from New Zealand, so say hi. And he's just trying to get out of Clusher, so give him a hand, people.
Cool. So with that, please join us Sunday and join us next week on Thursday for the next Soul Talk. But until then, peace, love, and soul.